You expressed that you had suicidal thoughts. Did you ever act upon them?
As far as like acting on them, like actually thinking about doing it.
Attempting.
Yeah. I have.
Who was there to intervene?
My god brother, he called me, and something told me to stop what I was doing and pick up. Ready? Going? Boom. Alright, so my name is Devon Inman. Everybody knows me as Dev. I'm 26 years old from Piscataway, New Jersey. My current interest, that would be probably photography is for one. Just expanding and learning and growing, just mentally. And reading books now. That's what I like doing.
Why is mental health important to you?
Oh, because there's something that me personally, I was never taught how to like deal with problems, and with that, not being able to do that, how to deal with problems correctly, that played like a huge factor into like me thinking irrational thoughts and stuff like that. I never understood why I was always angry. That's one thing. That's one thing that really was confusing. Not understanding who I was as a person, and it was also like just not understanding life itself. Why am I here? Like, what's my purpose? That's something that last one. That's something I'm still working on, still trying to figure out. But it's starting to unravel more as like I continue on to like study like myself, read up on things, and understanding situations as far as like what I'm being taught in books, or even when I'm talking to other people. The first step I had to do was I had to like let my parents know what was going to happen. Like it was mad random. They didn't know. Well, my pops, he knew like what was going on. Like he knew it was like, yo, there's something wrong with you. But it was just like, it had to come from me. I had to like really wake up and see like, yo, I was really going through some shit. So then like I just pretty much told him, I'm like, yo, like I haven't been feeling right, like mentally, like that's why I stopped doing a lot of shit. I stopped working out, like I stopped going out. Like, I was just like being isolated away from people. I didn't really talk too much like to people. I'm like, yo, I'm staying in the crib. I'm like, don't bother me. Or if I was out, I was just probably just smoking real quick and then coming right back in the house. But then it was like with all those problems that I just explained, and then just sitting in the house and sitting in one room all day, pretty much, that shit would drive me crazy. Like just sitting in any room, period. Just go in a room or go in the closet and just sit there for like 10 hours a day. You feel me? So like I wasn't even like going to work. Like one time, like literally like 2 weeks I didn't go to work. I just literally stayed in my room, went out to smoke, came back in my house and just chilled. But then it was just like I picked up suicidal thoughts, which was crazy as hell. But then once I explained that to my parents, they was like, yeah, you have to go. Because this is like, it became a recurring thing. I was always thinking like, very harsh on myself, very bad. And it was just me carrying like a demon on my shoulders. I was like, let's feed it in more to like the demon. Where like, you know how people have like two angels on their shoulders? So it was just like, well, the angel and the devil. I was like leaning more towards this side. Like he was just pulling me. And I was feeding into this shit. I was feeding into all of it. So then my mom was like, yo, like, first off, like, I'm happy that you finally came to a realization that something was going on. Cause we knew, but we wasn't too for sure, but we had like a sense that something was going on. So I went I checked in the inpatient hospital. So pretty much, I had to pretty much confess and tell them, I'm like, yo, I'm having suicidal thoughts. I don't understand why I'm feeling this way, but I know something isn't correct with me. Excuse me. Then they were like, all right, so I had to fill out all these papers and stuff like that, and forms and stuff, and they were like, all right, we have to put you in an isolated room for a certain amount of time. So I'm like, all right, this should be easy or whatever. You know, I was like, I felt like I was back in my room again, like just like trapped. And I was just like bugging the fuck out, like OD, like bugging out. Like it got to a point where it's just like, yo, I need to be doing something. Like at least in my room, I have my computer and shit. I could play music or something. But I was just in this room, just nothing. Like imagine this room right here, like just nothing in here. You just sitting here and you're being monitored. You're being watched. That shit could get pretty awkward. So I'm like, yo, this shit is awkward, and it started me feeling uncomfortable to me actually like just bugging the fuck out. Like I broke a chair, I had fucking holes in the walls and shit, and they was like, yo, you have to chill. Like you have to chill. If you don't chill, like you're gonna have to take medicine. So that's when I actually, you know what I'm saying, like yeah, I had to take it, but it fucked up my stomach. So it was just like, yo, like I can't, it doesn't cooperate with me, so like please. They were like, alright, you have to just relax. So I just end up started really thinking, I did a lot of thinking. So but one of the things I was thinking about, I was like, yo, why the fuck am I here now? Like I'm good. Like I could go home. No. Luckily I didn't go home because like things became worse. Like after they finished like running that whole like watch on me and stuff like that, I then become like I should get it, like I go into another room, I have roommates and shit like that. Just talking to them. I didn't really talk too much or whatever. It was just like every day I didn't know why I was here. So I would go to like these groups and like talk in front of a whole bunch of people or whatever. And they used to ask me like, do you know why you're here? I'm like, no, I don't know why I'm here. Like, what do you feel like today? I'm like, yo, I feel like the same way I felt yesterday. I was giving my attitude, of course. I'm like, this is something not new to me. Like I'm used to being out, being fly, and I'm saying, being cool. You feel me? Like being jiggy, yo. You feel me? So, but this was something that was very different. And one thing that I learned was you have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations to mature and grow. Actually grow more as a person. And so that's what I pretty much had to do. And I was like, yo, I'm uncomfortable as fuck. Like I'm not used to this shit. Was shit easy? Fuck no, it wasn't easy. But it's something that I had to force myself to really do. And I had to tell myself, I'm like, yo, you're here for a reason. You don't know what your reason is, but just don't quit. That's it. Like I'm like, I can't quit. So but as time went on, eventually I thought I started figuring out ways how to why I was there and who I really was. I thought I was figuring out who I was, but I really wasn't figuring this shit out. Until one day, like, I was just like, yo, I needed to talk to the therapist, so I pulled her aside. I'm like, yo, could I just talk to you one-on-one? Like, because this shit isn't working or whatever. Like, I need to just talk to you one-on-one, be able to vent, like, and just nobody, like, looking at me besides you, and just really somebody just to shut up and just listen without reaction. Because in the groups, it was just like people would have their own comments like, damn, bro. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't want to hear that. I just want to just express myself, express what I have to get off my chest, what I feel as if it's bothering me. And somebody just listened at the point. She was like, all right, cool. We could probably set something up. So she got that declared through. It went through. I then started having these one-on-one sessions with her, which was actually pretty dope too, because it was just like I seen the type of character she has in herself, and that's when I was like, yo, like I think I just got the game like power, which is gonna sound fucking crazy, but like I feel as if like I gain like a power where like I really detect vibes now, where it's like I pick up on like it's like a extra sense, like you know how we have 5 senses. It's like this is like my 6th sense, if that makes sense. Wasn't that a movie? It was a movie too, yeah. That's dope. But anyway, yeah. So like, I feel as if like I picked that up, and I'm just like, yo, like I feel energies now. Like I know where and when not to react, and or or when to remove myself from a situation or an area. So, but as time went on, like I just realized she was just like, yo, start figuring out things that you really, really enjoy. That was the first thing she told me. She was like, start figuring out things that you really, really enjoy. Because at this point, I didn't really have nobody to talk to. Like I lost my girlfriend at the time. That shit was done. So I'm just like, yo, I have nobody to talk to. So I'm just like, what the fuck am I about to do? Like I have my boys, but it's different when you like you're talking to like your mom or like another female that you can really be close to. So that was completely different. But so I'm like, yo, I have to figure this shit the fuck out because the shit that my boys telling me is helping, but it's just like it's not helping me internally. Like it's just helping me like just to get over it. You know, I couldn't get over it. Like, it was just something that I couldn't get over. I had to like really like just break this shit down, break it down into like little fucking pebbles and be like, all right, I could walk through this shit and I'm good. Now I walk into a whole new type of person. I've dealt with this shit and that's that. So I had to work on that each and every day. I had to work on it every day. It started off with me working out first. That's where it started off. After that, it went to reading. I prayed. I actually prayed first. So when I prayed, it was just like, alright. Then I actually got the chance to go to church. I went to church. I spoke to the pastor. So I spoke to the pastor for a little bit. He was like, yo, you're going to be good. And when he told me that, everything started to shift. Everything. He was like, what you're going through, I understand. You're grieving. Like, it's pain. Like, you're hurt. And I see it. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to be good. And I'm like, alright. I'm going to just take his word for it. The next day, I fucking snapped. Blacked out. Mad as fuck. The next day, that Monday, I was mad as fuck. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? I don't want to be here. Then like I said, as time went on, I became better and better, and I felt like I'm getting more in tune.
What is the aftermath of seeking help for you? Now that you're out, what have you learned? What are you still struggling with?
The struggles that I'm struggling with is just still trying to figure out life. That's something I feel as if now we're never going to figure out life. We're never going to know what's going to come to us. One thing that I did grasp was always stay true to yourself. Make sure like you're happy, you're genuinely happy with yourself and what you're really doing. One thing I also was doing because like he was like a big time like leader to me. Well, not leader because it was just like when his album came out, it was just like, yo, I need to get reconnected with this guy. So it was Nipsey. So pretty much I started really picking up on his philosophy of just life. Like, and it was just like I was very, very angry at myself and I didn't need to be. And that's one thing I took that he was just saying like, would you rather be angry with yourself or happy with the world, or happy with yourself and angry at the world? But I'm just like, yo, that's something different because I never heard nobody even put that out there into like the atmosphere. You feel me? So it was just like hearing that, it took a whole different turn on me because I'm like, yo, I'm not happy with myself. So what makes me think I'm gonna be happy? Just even being around a homie of mine, like what makes like I'm not gonna be happy.
So you expressed that prior to you going into the mental institute, you were feeling a lot of anger and you didn't know where it stemmed from. So after you, or during the time that you were in the mental institute, was there a diagnosis as to why you felt so angry, or was there any diagnosis at all?
It was just a lot of PTSD type anxiety, and it was like a lot of trauma too. You could call it trauma because it was just like somebody would say something to me and I was like, yo, don't do that, don't say that. And they were like, yo, and they say it again and I'll get really, really like frustrated. So it would be like key words, but like that I was traumatized by, that I was used to hearing during these moments. Excuse me. It was just like I'll hear him and I'll just lash out, like, yo, shut the fuck up, like chill out, like, and I'll like just get bro and stuff like that. So.
And so now that you receive certain coping mechanisms, how do you express that or use that in the real world when things like that still trigger you?
I actually, one thing, this is funny. I actually shut the fuck up. That was my hardest thing to do, was to just shut up, stop talking and listen. Like, stop trying to defend everything. And that's the meaning of my name too, Defender. That's the meaning of my name, which is crazy. So I had to just shut up. I'm like, all right, I gotta shut up, because this person could be telling me something that I need to hear. It may not be I want to hear it at the moment, but I just need to shut up for that 1 second just to hear what he or she has to say. Where I want to be next year, I want to be able to just allow people to hear my story, because a lot of people, I feel as if a lot of people, I'm not gonna say influenced by me, but they're like, yo, he's mad dope, he's mad creative, and I know a lot of creative people, and like creative people go through this type of shit, of like this depression type shit, because it's just like we don't know what to do next, because our mind is always moving and we don't know what to do next. Like, one thing I can say is just stay patient. The best thing that you could do is devote your time in, and the best thing that you could do to invest in is your time. That's one thing I can say. Also, just be willing to grow, be willing to accept knowledge, and be able to accept your flaws. Because that's one thing, a lot of people don't accept their flaws and not comfortable with who they really are. And that's one thing you have to be very, very how should I say this? Very, very initiative about, like, take those steps, like, yo, alright, I may not like how I look right now, but it's just like, I'm going to work how I want to look. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm not talking about like my physical features, but it's like internal. Like, I may not feel the way I want to feel now, but I'm going to fix this in a good way, to a point where it's just like, what anybody says to me, what anybody does to me, it's not going to destroy me. I can only destroy myself. Because a lot of people are afraid to express themselves, like, especially men and minority people, period. Like, we were always taught, like, yo, toughen this shit the fuck up, let's go, pick up, get up, you fell, get the fuck up, don't cry. Alright, cool, yeah, get the fuck up, because I don't want you to be sitting there and shit like that. But if you want to cry, cry, let all that shit out. Alright, you done crying? Cool, let's go, we're going home. That's it. Like, always pick yourself up. Like I said, express yourself, vent, because carrying problems on you, that becomes a dark cloud around you. And that dark cloud, that shit can be contagious. That shit can pick up on people. And you don't really want that. You don't want to share that type of energy.
Is there anything else you wanted to add?
Nah, but this wine is fucking amazing. I can add that shit. This wine is fucking amazing. Yo, can you send me a picture of that, please?
Yeah, I got you.
Word.